Yeah, bye. All right, XOXO. Got a girl.
Audra at Home is filmed in front of a live Pitbull audience.
Good morrow and merry meet. My name is Audra and you are in for a treat. Welcome to another bathroom confidential. Yeah. All right, so today's unpopular opinion, and this should be quickish, I'm hoping, whilst I get ready for work. While everyone else I feel like doesn't like brand trips, I want brand trips to come back, baby. I want them back. So first of all, I just really want to talk about like the way that people just truly did not understand how like a marketing budget is completely different and separate. Like, is it rolled into the product? Sort of, but not exactly. So the thing was, people would be like, oh, they spent all this money sending influencers to fancy locations and then the fucking palette is so expensive. Baby, the price of makeup has not gone down. Like, the palettes are not cheaper. Since they are not cheaper, in exchange, I want brand trips. I want brand trips because, first of all, I rarely go on vacation. Even when I have the money to go on vacation, I rarely go. Usually because as an American, going on vacation is so stressful. It feels like you have to prep to go on vacation for like 3 months just so you can be out of the office for like 2 days. Bitch, what? I mean, real talk, watching influencers go to exotic locales and just like show off some stupid mascara, like that shit used to be a highlight for me. Like, look at them, they'd be out there being like just like looking fabulous, looking glorious, and then they'd be like, thanks benefit, and they'd like have their like Instagram stories popping them in this exotic location. And then on top of that, it was the announcement that they were going, right? It was like, y'all, guess what? A thing I didn't think was gonna happen in a million years has happened. They're like, oh, Benefit has asked me to go on da 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 da. It was so fun. They were so excited. And I feel like a lot of this backlash just has to come from, like, I don't want to just say jealousy, but like anger and ire, right? Because there's always going to be a part of us that, not just parasocially, but just like generally, it's a way that we don't necessarily feel about other types of celebrities, like actors, singers. Like, we don't feel the same way. We don't necessarily feel like with an actor or singer that we made their career, right? Like, do we listen to their music? Yes, but there are plenty of people who aren't famous here but are famous in their home country. Do you know what I mean? So like, we don't necessarily, like, we in the US don't necessarily contribute to their success. But with influencers, who kind of do directly contribute to their success, and then, you know, you kind of get mad, like, how they going on vacation and I'm not going on vacation. I don't care. I want them to go on vacation. I want them to go on brand trips. I want them to have a time, bitch. I want them to have fun. I want them to go out there in their bikinis and their one pieces. I want them to do the what I'm packing videos. Baby, bring it. I want them to show me all the makeup that they're taking with them. And then, of course, like, they'll be like, and I can't forget my Benefit mascara. Like, I want that back. Most importantly, I want the drama and the mess. Remember when drama was fun, y'all, and funny? And it was just like all about who didn't like who? These brand trips really gave it to us, right? Like, people, ooh, my second alarm. Hell yeah, okay, we on time. We are charting. We are charting for the right time. Anyway, what I was saying before my alarm rudely interrupted me is, like, we were served just like the best drama, because it was just like petty bullshit drama that was so fun. Like, we would end up finding out, you know, people would have these like cryptic IG stories and wouldn't exactly tell you like who they didn't like no more. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be like who they didn't want to talk to or who they were talking about. So it would just be something like, you know, they'd be like, ask me anything. And somebody would be like, oh, is everyone nice? And they'd be like, most everyone. And you're like, oh, oh. You know what I mean? And because they made that story, the person who knew that they had like fucked up, you know, hit dogs a holla. And so they will be like, they'll have a story kind of like alluding to that story. And like a little cat fight would break out, like a little like a sister hate, a little excuse me. You know what I mean? It would be like this thing. And we'd just like watch this thing unfold. And the best part about it was that like nobody would name names, but we could clearly see that they were talking about each other. Y'all, them were the days. Them were the days. It was so fun and funny. Like it just brought like this level of joy. And then you got to find out like some of these influencers, like who was the real, you know what I mean? Who was really kind, who was really funny, who did that, like who did what where. You would really start finding out. And it was just such a fun time. And then they would come back from the trip. And then they would just like tell all. They would tell all. They would just be sitting there being like, well, I'm not normally one to. And then we get all the tea. All the tea. They would spill, baby. And the fun thing was, even when they fully spill, it wasn't to the full extent, because they like, you know, people wanted to protect everybody's images and whatnot, but they would just be like, well, there was this one influencer whom I'm not gonna name, but it rhymes with, you know what I mean? And they would still say that person's name. They'd be like, I'm not gonna name them. I gotta get close to the eyebrow, so you ain't gonna see me, but you can hear me. So, you know, they would just be like, oh, I'm not gonna name names, but it rhymes with schnicky mutorials. And you'd be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, that's not even real words. How does that rhyme? Okay, anyways. But it was like, that was a time. And I just feel like we need them brand trips back, because first of all, I think it was fun. And it's not even just because like, ooh, one day I could go on one. It's literally because I feel like that was just some innocent fun that we all got to enjoy. It was nice, and I feel like the only reason it truly fell out of favor was because we just let our own feelings about like watching people have a good time, and then like the rising cost of makeup, especially if you also like to collect makeup, it was just like a thing where it sucked, because you're like, God, it's so, like the makeup's so expensive, and I'm not getting to go anywhere, and I'm paying for this makeup. And then there was that like overwhelm of people who were like, I'm paying for their brand trip. Baby, no, you're not. That's a different, that is different. That is different. You're not paying for their brand trip. Calm your ass down. So mascara, and then I'm out of this bitch.
Y'all, I swear on the goddess, like I did not even mean to be using the Benefit Bag Out Bang mascara for this shit. I'm kind of undone. Like I'm laughing at, anyways, I'm going to continue with the video, but I swear to you, I didn't realize the correlation. Happy accident. All right.
So I just really enjoyed that. Like I had fun. I thought brand trips were a good time. I enjoyed them. Just being able to like escape reality, especially in the middle of my work day, just to be able to like look and be like, oh, look at that. Look at them having a nice time. Like I could just kind of disassociate to wherever it was that they were and pretend, you know what I mean? Like I could just have a moment where like I was on the beach with them, you know, like hanging out and just chilling, maxing and relaxing, all cool, you know? Just having that good life instead of, you know, working. And most importantly, it didn't allow, like brands didn't act like people anymore. You know what I mean? Like because they had us being people, you know, they could just like do the brand thing. And instead of like having weird posts, like they are actually an influencer, which is weird. Let's be real. That is weird. They had actual influencers doing it. And I just want that back. I want brands to just go back being brands And then influencers go on these trips, have some drama, come back, tell me all about it, and I want to watch it. Period. I want to enjoy that. So, you know, y'all can eat me up in the comments. We can tussle in there, but that is it. That's the video. I gotta take my happy ass to work. All right, if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and give this video a big thumbs up. So then that way the algorithm goddess can do what she does best, which is push me further down into the algorithm so that I can do whatever the fuck I want. All right, and as usual, huge shout out to my patrons and spooky bays, yeah, without which I truly would not be able to keep the bats in the belfry and the spiders firmly ensconced in their webs. If you are not subscribed, I swear now is a goodish time to do so. So notice I said goodish, you know, I'd appreciate it. You know, there'll be some other videos for you to watch so you can check out if you like what I do here. It's makeup and makeup adjacent content, so please show up. All right, that is it. It costs $0 to be kind. It's so good for your soul because if you don't take care of it, I'm sure shit coming for yours, baby. Until next time, XOXO, Gothic girl. Now, let's brush her. With wherever my brush is. Where's my brush? I'm gonna get that up though, for sure, because I hate toothpaste in my sink. It makes me feel like an insane person. Okay, since we can't brush her, because I don't know where my brush is, we will tease her and then pull more of this. Oh, that feels so good, bitch, so good. I love washing my face in the morning. Okay, that got weirder than I had intended. Let's go put on a sports bra and a shirt. Pull this like so. That'll work. We're gonna work with that. That's what we're gonna work with. So confusing headband. We're gonna. Is it working? Let me work it. I put my game down, flip it, everybody say it's your. It's gonna win. Okay, I'm sorry.